Greetings to all. Today I am going to teach you Arthur Miller's The Death of a Salesman. Arthur Miller was an American playwright, essayist, and novelist. He is known for exploring the complexities of American life, morality, and the human condition. Some of his famous works are Death of a Salesman, which was published in 1949, The Crucible, published in 1953, and A View from the Bridge, which was published in 1955. They have made significant contributions to American theatre. Miller's Death of a Salesman had won the Pulitzer Prize and became one of his most celebrated works. Arthur Miller's works are characterized by their psychological depth and social commentary, making him a significant figure in American literature and theatre. Death of a Salesman is a classic American tragedy by Arthur Miller, and it was first performed in 1949. As I said earlier, it won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama and the Tony Award for the Best Play. It is said to be a play about an aging traveling salesman who struggles with his life. It is a two-act tragedy set in late 1940s Brooklyn. The play had an original run of 742 performances. This play is recognized as America's most critically acclaimed play. It is considered by some critics to be one of the greatest plays of the 20th century. Moving on to the characters, Willie Loman, he is the protagonist and an aging salesman struggling with his identity, success, and family. He is obsessed with achieving the American dream and often deludes himself about his success and potential. Willie often idealizes figures like Dave Singleman, a salesman who allegedly achieved great success and died a respected man. This distorted view blinds Willie to the harsh truths of his own life. Willie's self worth is heavily dependent on external validation. His declining sales and loss of confidence worsen his mental state, leading to hallucinations and conversations with the imagined presence of his deceased brother, whose name is Ben, and he represents wealth and success. And the next character is Linda Lohman. Willie's a very supportive and a loving wife. She is aware of the family's financial struggles and also Willie's mental decline, but she tries to maintain a sense of normalcy in the family. Linda is one of the most compassionate and emotionally complex characters in Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. While she often remains in the background, her role is pivotal in highlighting the emotional core of the play. She serves as a stabilizing force in the Lohman household, fiercely loyal to Willie despite his flaws. Linda is unwavering in her support for Willie, and she constantly defends him against the criticisms of their sons, and particularly Biff. She remains calm and very strong. Her resilience is evident in her ability to maintain a sense of calm amidst the turmoil. Biff Loman is Willie and Linda's older son. He was once a high school football star with great potential, and Biff becomes disillusioned with the American dream, and he also struggles to find his purpose in life. As a central character, Biff's journey from a disillusioned dreamer to a self aware individual serves as a key element in the play's exploration of the American dream, identity, and self acceptance. Happy Loman, he is Linda's and Willie's younger son. He works in a low level job and often seeks validation through superficial relationships. He also tries to live up to his father's expectations, but his lack of direction and his shallow pursuit of success highlight the emptiness of Willie's vision of success. While Happy is often overshadowed by his brother Biff, he serves as an essential character representing the consequences of adopting his father's misguided ideals. Unlike Biff, who ultimately confronts the truth, Happy remains entrenched in Willie's delusions, perpetuating the flawed belief in material success and superficial charm. Another character, Charlie, he is Willie's neighbor. Though Willie is often prideful and rejects Charlie's help, he offers him a job and constantly tries to offer support to Willie. And he represents practicality and the more grounded aspects of the American dream. In contrast to Willie's self delusion and relentless pursuit of the American dream, Charlie represents a more rational and realistic perspective on life and success. Despite Willie's resentment toward him, Charlie remains a loyal and compassionate figure embodying genuine friendship and kindness. The next character, Ben, is Willie Loman's older brother in Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. Although Ben is physically absent from the present day events of the play, he frequently appears in Willie's hallucinations and memories. As a symbolic figure, Ben represents Willie's ultimate fantasy of success and serves as a constant reminder of the road Willie never took. His characters plays a crucial role in highlighting Willie's misguided beliefs and inner turmoil. Now let us move into the act-wise summary. The play opens in Willie Loman's modest home where he returns after an exhausting trip. His wife Linda, she expresses concern over his well-being and she notices that he's been losing his grip on reality. Willie's mental state seems to be so fragile and he is obsessed with his belief that being liked is the key to success. His idealized view of the American dream creates tension in the family, especially with his sons Biff and Happy, who have not lived up to the expectations Willie has set for them. Biff, in particular, has been a source of disappointment to Willie as he had once been an accomplished athlete and was expected to achieve great success. Willie's flashbacks to earlier, happier times further highlight his internal struggle between the past, which he sees as his true success, and his present, which he believes is failure. He is fixated on the idea of leaving a legacy of wealth, especially for Biff, even as the cracks in his family dynamic begin to show. In Act 2, Willie's life begins to spiral as his hopes for a future in the company crumble. He meets with Howard Wagner, the younger, more modern boss, who dismisses Willie's decades of service and tells him that his position is no longer needed. Willie is crushed by this rejection, realizing that his lifelong pursuit of success in sales has come to an end. He tries to cling to old ideals, like the importance of being well liked, but they no longer have relevance in the rapidly changing world. Meanwhile, Biff and Happy, the sons of Willie, continue to struggle with their own personal identities. Biff's realization that he has been living in the shadow of Willie's expectations leads to a confrontation with his father. And he openly rejects the life Willie has planned for him. So the tension between the father and the son reach a boiling point, and their comes a rift in their relationship. Willy's delusions about his brother Ben's success, who represents everything Willy dreams of, further increases his mental breakdown, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. The play reaches its tragic climax when Willy takes his own life, believing that his sacrifice will ensure a better future for his family. His death, however, is not the resolution he envisioned. Biff, who had begun to confront the reality of his life and his relationship with his father, is devastated, but he finds a sense of clarity and hope for his own future, independent of Willy's dreams. Linda, too, is left to mourn her husband's misguided pursuit of success, caught between love and sorrow. In Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, the American dream serves as one of the central themes, offering a powerful critique of its promises and the devastating consequences of blindly pursuing it. The play examines how the ideal of success, defined by material wealth, status, and personal popularity, shapes the lives of its characters, particularly Billy Loman. Miller challenges the notion that anyone can achieve prosperity through hard work and charisma, exposing the harsh realities that often accompany the relentless pursuit of this dream. The next theme of the play is illusion versus reality, which is once again a central theme. Throughout the play, characters grapple with their perceptions of themselves and the world around them. Willy Loman, in particular, lives in a self constructed world of illusions, refusing to accept the harsh truths of his failures and the changing society. This conflict between illusion and reality drives the tragedy of the play, ultimately leading to Willy's downfall. Willie frequently retreats into memories of past successes or idealized moments to escape the pain of his present failures. These hallucinations blur the line between illusion and reality. In the climax of the play, Biff's emotional confrontation with Willie forces the truth to the surface. Biff's refusal to conform to Willie's false expectations is a powerful rejection of illusion. Willie's suicide is a tragic consequence of his inability to accept reality. Believing his death will provide financial security for his family, he remains convinced that his illusions will finally be justified. Miller uses the theme of illusion versus reality to critique the American dream, exposing how its unrealistic promises lead people to self deception and despair. The play delves into psychological impact of living in denial. Willie's fragmented mind, reflected through the blending of past and present, illustrates the mental toll of maintaining illusions. The Loman's family's strained relationships are intensified by their conflicting views on truth and illusion. The play questions whether unconditional support like Linda's is helpful or harmful when it prevents growth and acceptance. So, in the play, the theme of illusion versus reality serves as a powerful commentary on the dangers of self deception. Through Willie's tragic downfall, Miller emphasizes the importance of confronting the truth, no matter how painful. Biff's rejection of illusion offers a glimmer of hope, suggesting that self awareness and authenticity are the only true paths to personal fulfillment. Themes of family and betrayal are intricately woven together, driving the emotional core of the play. The Loman family is bound by love and loyalty, yet their relationships are fractured by resentment, disappointment, and deception. Betrayal in the play is not only seen in acts of infidelity, but also in the betrayal of ideals, self worth, and familial expectations. The most overt act of betrayal is Willie's affair with a woman in Boston. This betrayal shatters Biff's admiration for his father and becomes a turning point in their relationship. Despite Linda's unwavering support, Willie's infidelity reflects his emotional disconnect and inability to find fulfillment in his personal life. His deception also extends to his false optimism about their financial situation, leading Linda to unknowingly support a failing dream. Biff's failure to achieve the success Willie envisioned is perceived as a betrayal. Willie's belief in Biff's limitless potential collapses after Biff's failure in business and refusal to conform to his father's ideals. However, from Biff's perspective, the real betrayal lies in Willie's dishonesty and misguided values. Biff's discovery of the affair makes him question Willie's integrity and the principles he was raised to admire. Willie's relentless pursuit of the American dream at the expense of his own happiness is a form of self betrayal. He clings to illusions of success instead of accepting his limitations and seeking a more fulfilling life. His refusal to recognize his worth beyond material achievement ultimately leads to his tragic downfall. The theme of mental health and tragedy are deeply intertwined. Through the character of Willie Loman, Miller explores the devastating impact of untreated mental health issues, societal pressure, and personal failure. The play highlights how emotional and psychological distress can lead to a tragic downfall when individuals are unable to confront their realities and seek help. Willie experiences frequent hallucinations and flashbacks, blurring the line between past and present. His imagined conversations with Ben, his deceased brother, reveal his obsession with success and his desire for validation. These delusions serve as a coping mechanism, allowing Willie to escape the harsh truth of his professional and personal failures. Cognitive dissonance, the psychological discomfort caused by conflicting beliefs, is a central aspect of Willie's mental health struggle. He clings to the belief that being well liked guarantees success despite evidence to the contrary. His refusal to accept reality intensifies his emotional distress and leads to further deterioration of his mental state. Coming to the conclusion, Death of a Salesman remains a powerful critique of blind ambition and misplaced dreams. The play's tragic elements highlight the struggles of ordinary people under societal expectations. Arthur Miller masterfully portrays the conflict between dreams and reality, making the play timeless and relevant. Thank you.